name is Haley, and we're going to spend a little time telling you about autism and how you can incorporate sign language into the daily life of you and your child to make it easier to communicate with your child. Here's the definition of autism.
Autism is a developmental disability that begins in early childhood and persists throughout adulthood, affecting three crucial areas of development: verbal and nonverbal communication, social interaction, and creative or imaginative play. Other characteristics may include repetitive and ritualistic behaviors, hand flapping, spinning or running in circles, excessive fears, self-injury such as headbanging or biting, aggression, insensitivity to pain, temper tantrums, and sleeping and eating disturbances. Many of these issues stem from the child's inability to communicate their wants and/or needs.
There are many advantages to using sign language with autistic children. Autistic children have great difficulty understanding spoken words. They have trouble understanding that words relate to objects and activities. Abstract words are extremely challenging because they are not linked to something tangible that can be inspected and pointed to. Without concrete visual connections to objects or activities, words are nearly impossible for them to understand. Although there are many advantages to using sign language, there are also some disadvantages. Autistic children cannot be solely dependent on sign language because not everyone understands sign language. So this can hinder their social interaction and cause the autistic child to become very isolated.
Communication deficits include autistic people's difficulty using spoken language and gestures, the inability to initiate and sustain appropriate conversation, and the use of inappropriate repetitive language.
Now that we all have a better understanding of what autism is, we want to discuss some of the advantages and disadvantages of using sign language with your autistic child, because we know that every parent has to make that tough decision of what they want to do with their specific child. So we hope that these pros and cons will make that decision a little bit easier.
As a parent of a child with autism, you may have experienced communication difficulty with your child. Perhaps your child is nonverbal, which so many children with autism are, and there's no effective way to communicate with them and get your point across and love on them as a parent would like to do. Sign language is the key component to communicating with your child and effectively telling them how much you mean to them and getting them through life daily. This is something that's so key to every family, and if you just put in the time, it will pay off greatly.
Another good example of when to use sign language is during a temper tantrum. As parents of a child with autism, you may be familiar with the lack of communication that occurs during an episode. Sign language can increase the communication amidst the frustration of a temper tantrum.
Now, we are going to provide you with some examples of how you can incorporate signs into your child's daily life and how effective these signs can be at helping you with communication. As a parent or caregiver, you know that the first thing that kids want after school is an after-school snack because they are just starving from their day at school. So here are some signs that you can use to incorporate with food. Snack.
Banana.
Are you hungry for a snack? After they've had their snack, it is time to break out the homework. So here are some signs that are related to the subject of homework.
Homework. Help. Do your homework.
And last but not least, when all the homework is finished, it is time for bed. Here are some signs that you can use at bedtime.
Bath. Go to bed. Pay attention. Sleepy. Take a bath and go to bed.
We really hope this video has helped you gain a better understanding of autism, how to communicate more efficiently and better relate to your autistic child, and how sign language can be such an effective tool to use with your child that has autism.